Ambitious women, entrepreneurs are beginning a movement to create a new way of business that focuses on collaboration and community. Together, we are shaping the way by using our intuition, our inner insight, and our creativity. Join us for inspiration, motivation, and transformation. This is your host, Luci McMonagle, and this is the Wealthy Wednesday Show. A special thanks to Gordon Reary for creating the music. You can find him on Facebook under Gordon Reary. So now, let's get started. Hey, this is Luci McMonagle. Welcome to the Wealthy Wednesday Show. I am so incredibly excited to have my guest, who is a personal brand expert and the founder of Brand Masters. His name is Luis Mendoza, and he has helped personal brands reach multi-million-dollar success by using his sought-after brand makeover programs. These programs will revolutionize how you grow and monetize your personal brand. Now, I know as a woman entrepreneur, you are really excited. You might be at that stage where branding your business is now going to let your business skyrocket. So let's give a warm welcome to Luis. Welcome to the show, Luis.
Hola, Lucy. How are you? So great to be with you.
Wow, I am so excited because you are truly a master when it comes to empowering entrepreneurs on how they can brand themselves, and not only just entrepreneurs, but you also work with other individuals who want to create that proper image that they want to present so that they can truly get their message out into the world. Is that accurate?
That's absolutely accurate. Correct. Now, with Brand Masters, we really focus on the entrepreneur and, businesses that are really evolved around a personal brand. But, when it also comes to, speakers, authors, and they have to present and carry their message, let's say, visually and physically with them at all times, right?
Yes.
It's important for them to be aware of how they're presenting themselves and the voice, how they're projecting. So we take a look at all those things when we work with someone, for sure.
Wow, that is so incredible. And can you tell us a little bit about your background and how did you get started with Brand Masters?
Yeah. So interesting enough, so the agency has been around for over 10 years now. Mm-hmm. And when I first came to Hollywood, California, I grew up in Michigan in the Midwest, right? And when I came out here after studying theater at Michigan State University, I came out here as an actor and I did a lot of projects when I was here for the first couple of years. And then I started to realize how important it was in this, entertainment world to really develop your personal brand. And once I started really learning how to do that, I then started applying it to my business, which is the agency here, right, with Brand Masters. And little by little, I just started building a following of people, really looking out for my perspective on building personal brands and helping them build a community and all that. And sure enough, before you knew it, we were doing photo shoots, we were doing video shoots, we were doing makeovers for personal brands. So little by little, it just kind of grew and took off.
Wow. And it's taken off because you've helped other brands generate over $20 million worth of revenue.
That's right.
Yeah, and some of these brands that you've worked with, we're talking about Taylor Swift, David Beckham, Jennifer Lopez, Justin Timberlake, and Carrie Underwood, just to name a few of individuals that you were able to help increase so that they can take the brand. But now you also work with entrepreneurs. And as an entrepreneur who is growing their business, they might not truly understand what the term or what branding really is. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it causes confusion. So could you tell us, a little bit more, what is a brand? Because some people might think a brand is just a logo.
Right, and that's a very common, misconception. So right before I get into it, I want to clear something up really quick. So the brands I've worked with, the personal brands I worked with, they catered to those celebrities like Taylor Swift and Jennifer Lopez. So what we were doing at that point is we were building this lifestyle brand for one of the companies in the fitness area. And what we figured is, okay, how do we attract this high level caliber clients, right? The celebrity clients. And that's when I started understanding about the importance of personal connections, right?
Yes.
And how, a celebrity, someone who's who's affluent in that way, right? They're looking for, a movement. They're looking for things to connect with, right? They love working with charities, for example. They love working for things that have a cost to them. And that's where we started seeing how in a personal brand, it's really about just connecting with your customer. And so in building those brands, we were able to connect with a high level of clientele, like the Taylor Swift, like the J-Lo's, like the David Beckham. And that's what I'm taking from that experience and saying, okay, this is how we attract and build a personal brand, through connecting, right? Mm-hmm. And that's truly what the essence of a brand is, especially a personal brand. It's how do we build value to someone else's life, right? Taking them through the journey, whether it's a life transformational journey or whether it's taking them through, getting them in shape as a personal trainer, right? How do we do that? And at the end of the day, what we realize, Luci, is when you choose to work with someone who's a personal brand, you end up choosing them because of them. Yes. You really don't even choose them because of the programs or the services that they offer. That's kind of secondary, right? It's about, if I make a connection with you, Luci, then you know what? I already know I want to work with you. So now tell me how you can help me, right? But I've already made that decision. And that's what's so important in a personal brand. So to get back to your question about branding versus a brand, branding is definitely more than just a logo. It's branding, if you can see it this way, Luci, it is the sensory triggers that we have for our businesses, right? Mm-hmm. Here's an example. If you walk into like a Hilton or a W Hotel or Sheraton, right? You walk into the lobby and there's always this smell, this aroma, and it's very distinctive to that hotel. That is part of their brand, right? And they're triggering your smell.
Yes.
Okay. And then they trigger, so that's one part. Then they trigger all the visuals with the lovely lobbies and the decor and all that. So what they're doing is they're presenting their branding right in front of you right there. As soon as you enter their hotel, they're giving you an experience. Mm-hmm. And that experience is what we try to do in the branding world, is how do we trigger all of the five senses with our brand so that we give the client an experience and they remember us next time they come around.
Wow. So branding actually is a sensory experience.
It's like a stimulant. Yes.
Yeah, it stimulates it. So it's how you look, it's how you dress, it's how you do your hair, or if you're a woman, how you do your makeup, how do you present your logo, how do you present your stuff? But it's all of that. But if it's a physical thing, you actually have like a smell. And some of the hotels, like, their brand smell is fresh baked chocolate chip cookies, and other ones is this nice aroma of flowers and citrus, and so I do understand that.
Yeah.
Hotels that brand.
I remember when.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. I remember when you and I first met. One of the things that stood out for me from your brand, right? Now, whether you're aware of this or not, right? This is part of your brand. What stood out for me when we first met was your energy and how social you were and how we connected, right? That was part of your brand. And so as you can see, that kind of hits on various senses where you kind of hit the subconscious with your energy, right? Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden it's kind of, you demand this attention, but in a very friendly, social, approachable way. That's just who you are. And that's what you carry with you, right? And a lot of times, a lot of us are not aware that that's our thing, that that's what makes us approachable. But at the same time, the double-edged sword is, if you're having a bad day, if you're in a bad mood, or whatever that is, you just, had a breakup in a relationship somehow, or you had a fight with, a colleague, we carry that with us. And then we go into a place of business and people can see that and they sense that.
Yes.
And in those first few seconds, they decide whether they want to continue talking to you or not, or they want to do business with you or not. And I remember, I clearly remember when we first met. I mean, you were just this ball of really good at.
Yes. And I clearly remember when we met too. And you're very intriguing. And I was like, oh, this is a really incredible person. I love the way that your smile, and you definitely have a movie star smile. Of course, you're in the acting business, so you would, but
it's the energy that you carry and the way you dress and how very well manicured. And that right there, those little signs are actually how you brand yourself, how you present yourself, and plus your core energy. Are you friendly? Are you kind of reserved? Are you introverted? Are you not? And still being able to work with that.
That's right. That's right. And so that whole misconception, people think, oh, I have to brand myself, right? They don't have a really clear grasp of what that is. They just think it's their logo or the colors that they're supposed to choose for their site and all that kind of stuff. And sure, at the end of the day, that does help depending on the target demographic that you're going after, for sure. Without a doubt, it does. It is important. However, it's important when it's the right time to look at those things, right? The first thing you should be doing is understand what your services and programs are first, right? Then understand, who your target market is. Then you go and start branding all of that. Okay, how am I visually going to represent myself, whether it's through a photograph or through video, right? What colors are going to attract that target market? Messaging, that's also part of your branding. So all of these things in a whole really make a big difference. So it's not just about the logo and colors, it's your messaging and how you visually represent yourself as well.
That is so incredibly true. And having a very clear message on exactly who do you help is going to get you more clients than having the message that, well, I help anybody.
Okay, you just hit on one of the biggest pitfalls a personal brand makes, right?
Yes.
We're so desperate to, and I use the word desperate here in a good way, to help people, right? Like we have big hearts and we want to serve people, right? And we don't want to cater to everyone. But what happens is when you start marketing, it's impossible to do that. You cannot cater to multiple people in one piece of marketing. You have to be very specific in that. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have different programs for different sections of the demographic, right? But when you market, you definitely have to be super specific for that client, right? Here's an example. So I have different programs, right? And I know I can have this as a personal brand, but I also have a program that can help someone make multiple, someone who's just starting and someone who's already has years in business and has multiple six figures in the company, right? I cannot speak to them the same, right? They speak different languages.
Correct.
And so that's why we have to be focused and say, look, I can work with both of you, but it has to be different programs and you market differently to them. So that's super important what you just said. You got to focus and choose exactly who your program is built for.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's say you're an entrepreneur and you're considering one of the top experts in business building that are centered around a personal brand. What is your secret sauce that separates you from the other quote unquote branders or the other individuals who say, I brand you, but they really just do their colors and swatches?
The logos and the colors. Yeah. The secret sauce of how we've had a lot of success is through that transformational piece, right? Where we really look at you and see exactly who you are before we even get into colors and the visual branding part of it. I first need to see exactly what makes you so unique, because we all are that, right? And here's an interesting point. In these transformations, this transformation really helps you stand in your power so that no matter where you go, Luci, right? Whether you're in your pajamas and you go outside or whatever, right? No matter where you are, you're always kind of carrying that power with you.
Yes.
And you're always representing exactly who you are and you're confident, right? That's going to do you so much good. And all the branding after that, the colors, the visuals, all the beautiful design, that's just kind of like the icing on the cake, right? But we first work on the inner transformation, bring it out, and then we work on the other stuff. So the transformation is the key.
Yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And I've been through the transformation of really digging deep inside to express what I actually do. And through that digging, that helped me really understand what colors make me pop. I mean, like, bring me alive. And when I wear this color, it makes me feel happy and joyful, and it brings out my real true self. And then if I wear other things, it kind of make me feel blah. Is that even a word?
That's true. That's a word in my book. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look, when you're on me right now, I feel different, right? I'll stand up a little straighter. I won't be slouching as much. So just by putting on a blazer, underneath this, I just have a white t-shirt on, right? So I'm very casual right now. But as soon as I put on the blazer, it like takes a whole different demeanor, right? Yes. So it definitely affects the way we feel and we carry ourselves, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Very important.
Yeah. Yes, very, very important. And what would you say is the most important thing a personal brand should do in their business to make it successful?
It's being able to manage their personal life and how it integrates into their business life. As human beings, especially being personal brands, we carry everything with us wherever we go, right? Just a little while ago, we talked about health and relationships and all that, right? Yes. But in a personal brand, position myself into a good space in my mind to then speak to the audience, right? So we have to have as personal brands those tools to say, okay, look, I didn't start off my day really well. Guess what? Brands, we need to deal with that. We're not just a product that doesn't have emotions that's sitting on a shelf, like an iPhone, ready to buy an iPhone, right? We're living human beings that when we're hungry, we get in a bad mood, right? Or we get a headache. But we have to eat well. We have to always have the energy. So we have to, try to be as healthy as you can to, again, continue that energy, right? And I think if there's one thing that I can leave you with on that note, Luci, is find, whether it's meditation or whether it's, going out for a walk, find tools to clear your mind and help you transition when you're transitioning from your personal life into business hours, right? Or into getting on the phone when you're growing your business.
That's so crucial. That is so crucial. And it's so often missed. A lot of individuals who do work out of their home, they walk into the kitchen and all of a sudden their mom or their wife or they're trying to fix the dinner, and then they walk back into the office and they forget to take off that cap, and then all of a sudden they start getting energetically their clients confused because they're walking in and out, but they're forgetting to do something to switch off that role. And I've seen it in individuals too.
Yeah, well, and it doesn't have to take a half hour to go through that, right? Just a couple minute meditation or just a couple minute walk outside, fresh air, or do 10 push-ups really quick. Just something to snap you out of that state. Exactly. And believe me, it's gotten me out of a lot of trouble by having those tools for myself to be able to do that.
That's so crucial to have those tools.
Yeah.
So, wow, this has been really, really fast, and I wanted to specify that I've heard through the grapevine that you're having a really big launch for Brand Masters, and you have something very, very special going on. So do please tell us about this.
Absolutely, Luci. So as I told you, I shared a little bit about the background of Brand Masters, right? But what we're doing now is we're really starting to launch some of our programs in a bigger way. We just launched our Business Academy School, which teaches personal brands how to grow their business, not only offline, but online as well. So now we're actually doing training instead of just hands-on doing it for you. Now we're actually creating programs to help you do that at home, right? And to learn at your own pace. So we're really excited about that stuff. And then we just launched our makeover program. And that is a 5-day intensive program where we go through that, that secret sauce we talked about, that transformation. Yes. That's what we're launching now. So we're starting to, take what we've learned over the last 10 years of building personal brands and starting to do, more educational training with them. so that we can reach bigger masses instead of just working with one individual. Now we can work with a lot of people. So we're super excited. We're going to launch everything in June. And I would love to, give a little gift to your viewers if you're okay with that. Is that good?
Absolutely. Yes, please.
Yeah. All right, great. So for the launch, what we're doing is we're launching a series of trainings, online trainings. And if they go to the website, they can go to brandmasters.me/Luci, and that's Luci, right? With an I.
Yes.
You guys can get access to that training, and then we'll notify you how everything's rolling. And you'll be able to, work on your business and grow your business with that online training. So that'll be my gift for your viewers.
Wow. So all they have to do is go to brandmasters.me /Luci, Luci. That's me, because I'm the host.
You're the mom.
I know. And they can get access to this training. They can get notified of what's coming up so that they can really grow their business and discover how to do this online and offline. It's not just about branding, but it's really about an academy of education that you're providing.
That's right. There's so many things versus just the branding part, right? It's really about having the right systems, the right marketing, the right programs. And then it's also about the branding, right? But there's all these different elements to actually make your personal brand successful. I mean, just like your brand, right? I mean, look at this amazing show that you're doing here. That's all part of your marketing, getting exposure, and you're spreading your message. And I love that. So there's so much that goes into that outside of just branding that we decided to open up an online academy to teach all that.
Wow, Luis, that is absolutely amazing. And I'm so excited about, being a part of this and empowering you to bring this, because there's so many entrepreneurs that are entering into the world right now, and they're confused. They're not sure how to grow their business. They're getting some success here. It's kind of like coming back and forth.
Little.
Knowing the systems, knowing what you need to do to kind of step up will make the transition so much easier than it was for me, than it was for you, and other individuals who have struggled when they first became entrepreneurs.
That's right. I mean, you know how that is. If we only had those answers, it would, really shortcut the time that we had for our success, and we would have saved money, not spending all that money on other things that we didn't know any better to spend on, right? So it is important. It is important to do that, for sure. Get the training.
Yes.
Get the training that you need. Absolutely.
Yes. And that's so important. So, Luis, I am so grateful that you're on the Wealthy Wednesday show, and the time has gone so incredibly fast.
It's right. That's because we're having a lot of fun.
It is. It's true. I just wanted to know, is there any last thing you would like to leave our audience with before we say farewell?
Yes. Listen to everything Luci has to say. She is absolutely amazing. We had an amazing connection and conversation, and you're doing such an amazing work, Luci, with helping so many entrepreneurs out there as well, really empowering and sharing the message. And at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, is to help them grow and get out there, right?
Yes.
And spread the word. That's what we're all about. So thank you so much, Luci, for having me. It was fun.
Thank you. And I would like to thank my audience. You are the reason why I put together the Wealthy Wednesday show every single week. We've celebrated 2 years, and I am so excited. We are getting more and more listeners every single week. Thank you for sharing the Wealthy Wednesday show on your social media. Thank you for promoting it to your friends. And thank you for going onto our Facebook page at facebook.com/Wealthy Wednesday show and letting me know about what you've experienced from the Wealthy Wednesday show. So please continue to do that. And until next time, abundant blessings. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Wealthy Wednesday show. This is your host, Luci McMonagle, and I would love to keep in touch with you by giving you a very special gift that will help you move your business and your life forward. You can access this special gift I am giving to you at my website at lucimcmonagle.com. That's McMonagle.com for keeping in touch with me and getting access to a gift that will help you move your business and life forward. Until next time, abundant blessings.